Nope. Oh, we got lots of problems. Lots of problems. Nah, damn it. All right, stack one. Nope. Hopefully the machine didn't eat one of my hundreds. That would not be good. I would not be a happy camper. Nope.
I like to party.
All right, what up, guys? Today, I got an exciting one for you. We got a bunch of cash. We got to count it. Not a bunch, but a good amount of cash. And we're going to use my favorite Spartan blade to open the boxes. We open boxes every day, and sometimes I just want a little flavor on my box opener. Shout out to Spartan Blades. You guys create an incredible product. Incredible. All right, so what do we have to do? We got to process 3 watches, an IWC, a Breitling, and an Omega. We got to count some cash, and we got to have some fun while doing it. So we'll walk through that process. So we'll process everything. We'll use the cash counter and get started. All right, we got some Rage Against the Machine playing in the background. That's how we get down. Got the boxes here. We got a couple boxes. We're gonna go through that. We're gonna use the Spartan blade, my favorite. And we're gonna count the cash on the money machine. Could you shut the door and grab my water? Guys, Paola is here. Please drop a comment if you want to see more Paola on these vlogs. Paola, I think they want you on the vlogs.
I don't think so.
I think we should mic you up.
No.
Why not?
No gracias.
No gracias?
No gracias.
Weak. All right, let's get started here. Okay. All right, so this is from Key West. You can always tell on the labels typically where the boxes are from. And we always inspect the boxes to make sure they haven't been tampered with. Of course, this one looks good. There's a lot of ways to open a box, but we try to be precise. The box actually says what this watch is. It's right here. There's a tag, and it says the price. It says IWC Pilot Chrono 41 Mercedes Titanium Blue. So that's cool. A lot of companies don't do that. IWC is actually a very underrated brand. You know, it's been around a while. It's kind of like overshadowed by other brands. And they create a cool product, especially for pilots. You know, these pilot watches are pretty cool. And the irony is, a pilot bought this watch. He flies 747s, 737s, if I'm not mistaken, and drives a McLaren. So he's doing pretty well. This is a cool piece. I like how it's green. You know, it's got this like greenish tinge even on the stitching, on the dial as well. It's pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's play with it a little bit. Stickers on the case back. IWC definitely has a unique sound to their movement, that's for sure. All right, now that she's all wound up. Today's the 7th, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So one of the chronographs is already starting to spin. I didn't even play with the chronograph pusher yet, but that's always a good sign. You know, sometimes these things they get a little messed up in the mail, you know, being dropped, so on and so forth. What time is it?
11:04.
11:04. Okay. And today's the 7th. So this is technically a day date. It has the day of the week and date. So I just set that to make sure everything was working. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the day and the date from this shot. We'll try to get it for you on a different shot. We'll just throw it on the time grapher, make sure it's good. Extra rubber strap, like indigo blue or indigo green. Super awesome. Aqua. Thank you, Paola. See, this is why Paola needs to be on the...
Indigo is darker blue.
Okay, Paola, fine. Indigo. Warranty card. Dated last week. There you go. Yeah, and it's running really well. So as you can see here, the amplitudes are 313, which is beautiful. It's running 7 seconds fast, which isn't terrible. Everything's running well. Here's the, see if we can't get a picture of that day date for you. Yeah, see the date, month and date. It's a cool piece. All right, it's running good. Plus 3 seconds is what it ended up sitting at, which is perfect. Now Paola processes everything and takes pictures of everything. So we're gonna leave everything out for her. You have the card, right? Okay. Oh, you don't have to take pictures of this one, do you? Okay. Okay. All right. Next up, this one came out of Jersey. One of our good vendors. We got a Breitling in here. And an Omega. Breitling. This big ass Omega. All right. Let's start with the Breitling. This is a super chronomat. Breitling's card and warranty book. All right. It's a big piece. Big 40 millimeter super chronomet, stickers on the case, stickers on the case back, stickers on the clasp. Eleven what?
1109.
1109. You know, now I'm listening to the Breitling movement. Very different than a IWC. The IWC movement's loud when you wind it. You know, this isn't. The only loud movement in Breitling that I'm familiar with is the older Navitimers were really loud. Okay, so the Breitling is running a little weird. Let me show you. It's plus 14 seconds at 255. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it off and I'm going to rewind it. Let's try that. That's better. Yeah, sometimes if you don't wind it correctly, it doesn't read out right. So now this is at 287, which is 294, which is nearly 300, which is perfect at 0 seconds fast. So what happened is I just didn't wind it correctly before I put it on the time graph for the first time, which happens. Each piece is a little different. Each brand is a little different. Each piece is a little different. You just really got to figure out what works for each brand and each piece. Now this is running perfectly at basically 300 amps, 0 seconds fast or slow. Cool piece. Much bigger than the IWC. Much, much bigger. Like night and day bigger. Can't really tell from this angle, but if you look at how thick that is and how thick this is, huge difference. All right, last but not least, Omega Speedmaster. Big old box, man. Booklet. I'm just looking for the warranty card. It's cool. Cool book. There's no warranty card. Ah. I was like, oh man, there's no warranty card. They were hiding. Dated last week. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Omega always does a great job with their boxes. Even their wooden basic boxes are nice. All right. So the Speedmaster. Little sapphire sandwich action. Trying to get this crown released. There's a sticker on the case back and sticker on the bracelet. No sticker on the case. Okay. I'll show you guys something funny. Putting an omega on the time grapher is pretty funny if you've never done it before. I remember the first time I did it, I didn't understand why the time grapher wasn't working. Chronographs are working. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like putting an omega on a time grapher. You can just hear how slow it is. You can hear it ticking slowly. It's running well, but the movement isn't measured too well because of the coaxial movement that omega uses. -1 at 344. Each brand uses their own movements or outsources their own movements. Omega uses a coaxial movement, which is, I believe, specific to them. So long and short of it is, a lot of times the coaxial movement isn't read on the time grapher. So let's get a picture of these three bad boys. They're not fitting on my hand too well, which is typical because I have mitts. I have an 8-inch wrist, 8-inch around, and I got some pretty big hands. When I used to box, I would not throw my right hand too often because of my size, my power, and my strength, and I have bricks for hands. Right hand would usually mean someone would go down and get hurt, and you don't want to do that to your training partners. All right, so from left to right, we have the Omega Speedmaster. In the middle, the Breitling Super Chronomat, and the IWC Pilot on the right. Cool pieces. All right. Got the watches processed. Paola is taking pictures of them. Maybe we'll sneak up there and catch a little bit of that depending on timing. Now we have a, basically have to process some cash. So we don't take a lot of cash, but we do take cash. It's actually more of a hassle to take cash these days, for us anyways. But we still do it. Like, we're not gonna not take cash, we just have to process it and gotta actually go through a process of processing cash. So if you look here, we got 20 grand. I didn't count it on the spot. I told the guy that, my buddy James, that we would record it being counted. And we have a money counter right here. So what we're gonna do is try to get it counted out correctly. So what we do here is we make sure the count is in the correct currency, and then you can actually select how it counts: $1, $2 bills, $5 bills, $10 bills, 20 and 50s and hundreds. So we have it in hundreds. All right, so we're gonna pull the bands off. Okay. Okay, take our stack. And believe it or not, this is actually not the easiest process. The hard part is holding the camera and the stack. $20 grand. Boom. All right, cash counter's on. That's a good sign. All of it was there. You can never trust these things. Okay, guys, now we're going to package everything up. Same client bought the Omega and the IWC, so we're going to do one box for the same client. One box. Okay. In great shape. Perfectly brand new. Gonna seal this bad boy up. Okay. Okay. And the IWC. Okay. Try to be very thorough when it comes to this process. We take pride in our service, you know, and delivering a quality product. So, yeah, got to make sure everything's done right. Card, extra strap. Now, like the little details, like packaging things up and taking your time with it to make sure it's not rushed and personalized goes a long way in business, let alone life. I think it's really important to, you know, take care of your customers. I mean, your customers are who puts food on your table. So, you know, not shortchanging them is important. Not to mention, every watch that we're doing here is from customers that consistently buy from us on an ongoing basis. So having repeat customers, you really got to make sure you're doing the right thing at all times. Okay. Boom. All right, we've been wrestling with this box. So we're going to try to get this box closed. It's not closing very well. All the tape. All the tape's being used on this one. All of it. All right. All right, we're going to put the label on it now. Numero uno done. All right, next we have the chronomat going out. So this is all in a day's work. These 3 watches got in late last week, and they are going out Monday of this week. Note that there's stickers all over the case, bracelet, and case back. All right, we're gonna wrap this sucker up. These Breitling boxes are small. They used to be much bigger. The Breitling boxes were pretty robust. They were similar to like a Rolex box or Omega box. Robust in comparison to how they are now, of course. Okay, got our box padded down there. Put our Breitling in there. Okay, nice and tight. Now we do the same thing with the tape. And there you have it. Two packages ready to go. Hey, how you doing?
Good. How's it going?
Good. Need a hand?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
I'm Chris, by the way.
Oh, Pat, nice to meet
Pat,
you, Chris.
pleasure.
Hey, Poochie, what you
No,
doing?
this is Penelope. She's the boss.
All right. Bye, Penelope.
All right, Pat, take it easy.
All right. Nice to meet you.
All right, so we have a new vendor when it comes to mailing, which means FedEx will come to the house and pick up and drop off. So what does that mean? From a business perspective, that means a lot. It means that it saves us 20 minutes, 30 minutes round trip of going to FedEx, picking up orders, going back to FedEx, dropping off orders, maybe more like 40 minutes round trip, honestly. And that might not seem like much, but when you're scaling a company, you basically are trying to optimize things, for lack of better terms. And our vendor that we use shipping through has been pretty difficult, to say the least. So we explored other options, and not only is the new vendor a better price point per ship, but FedEx will also come to our door pick up and drop off. We also have the ability to ship with an armed truck and armed guards for higher price point pieces, like over 6 figures. So, yeah, we're good. 3 watches in and out, and that's that. Scaling businesses, moving faster, taking care of customers, optimizing processes. All in a day's work.